You're listening to the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. Each week, I'm going to be interviewing top realtors from coast to coast to give you a backstage pass on how they've created their amazing real estate empires and how you can copy them. Hi, real estate agents. Do you want to learn how to grow your business using YouTube? You see other realtors doing it. Today, we're going to talk about the ins and outs of exactly how to do it. And you're going to hear from agents that are making millions of dollars with these successful strategies. My special guests today are longtime Craig Proctor members and superstars from Boca Raton, Florida, Mark and Kritin Stampini. Mark and Kritin, welcome to the Craig Proctor Show.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey guys, a little history before we get in here. You guys have done a great job, but when you first met me, things weren't going as well as you were hoping in real estate. Let's talk very quickly about who you are, why people should listen to you, and the massive success that you've had on YouTube.
Okay. So first of all, it was just me and in real estate. So this doesn't really have to do with Mark, but basically I was bankrupt and broken, moved to Florida, approaching the age of 40 and had $700 to my name. So I went and lived with my mom and actually started working at Houston's restaurant, waiting tables, and didn't know what I wanted to do. And so my mom's like, hey, get your real estate license. I'm like, no way, craziness. I don't want to sell. So I ended up getting my real estate license and hired a coach very quickly. So been with you for a long time and did really well because you showed me how to market. I was not a person that I just didn't want to start with cold calling and door knocking and things like that. And a lot of the coaching programs, that's what they teach you how to do. And so I knew that a coach was going to be really important, especially because I wasn't going to get any type of referral business or anything like that, or sphere, because this is a place that I had just moved to. So I knew it was really important. And I knew that I needed to figure out how to do this marketing thing. And when I saw Craig Proctor at a Keller Williams event, I resonated with him extremely well. And basically he said, you got to go out there and market. And I hadn't heard any of the other coaches out there that were doing that. And a lot of the coaches actually never sold real estate. So I did my homework, really looked Craig up, and knowing that he was #1 worldwide with RE/MAX for years and years and years, I knew that he was the one that was for me. So that's how it's been. And now we kill it in real estate, and we're entrepreneurs in other businesses as well. So that's my story.
And I think it's a very important story because what it says to everybody watching this is you had no advantages at all. I mean, think of what Kritin just said. She moved to Florida where she didn't know anybody other than her mother. She had no money. She was working part-time as a waitress while she was taking her real estate license. So, I know a lot of realtors like, well, you don't understand my situation and I have it so tough. I would say my most loyal superstars inside the Craig Proctor world have stories like you, Kritin, where they were in a real tough spot, but they had one thing in common, which is a determination. So you had, even though things weren't going very well for you at that point in your life, you had this spark inside of you that you've always had. And given the opportunity and the right coaching and advice, you have blossomed. And not only have you and Mark created a multi-million-dollar real estate business, like you said, now you're into investing and other things. You have a virtual assistant company. You've taken these business principles and you've expanded these business principles into many different businesses. And so, same person. This is what I want to point out here today. Kritin's the same person as she was way back when she started. She had those talents and abilities locked inside of her. Now, of course, I'm sure you feel a lot more confident today because you've had all this success, but we all have this potential inside of us. You'll be amazed at what you can do if you're just given the right opportunity, you surround yourself with the right people. So I'm really proud of what Kritin and Mark have done together in their businesses and their lives. and they deserve the success. And I've asked them to come on here today to not just, introduce like how they, their rags to riches story, but they've actually got some really, really great content to share with you today on YouTube. And it's not just YouTube. What you'll learn from Kritin and Mark is whatever the latest, greatest tool is to help realtors generate leads, they're on top of it. Okay, that's what they look for. They don't look for what has happened or what everyone else is doing. They're looking for the next big opportunity. So today, of all the things that we could have talked about, all the great things that they're doing, we decided we were going to focus on YouTube. We see realtors on YouTube, right? There's different types of YouTube ads that we'll talk about today. And we see very successful realtors on there. And I'm sure some of you are like, hey, I'd like to do that, or I'd like to know more about it. Or you might be feeling, oh, I could never do that. I don't like the way I look on video, or maybe I don't have a message that would resonate. Or maybe you just need someone to explain it to you and break it down. So, you get excited enough to inquire and want to do this for yourself. So let's get into it. How to grow your real estate business with YouTube. How did you guys start with this, and lay it all out for us?
Yep. So we're going to specifically get in today to about YouTube Shorts. So Shorts is a shorter form content from YouTube. So you can do long form, which is your phone is this way, or your camera, or you can do short form and then it's filmed this way. So YouTube, Kristen's been doing YouTube for a long time. Wasn't seeing much growth or activity or anything else. And we started doing them on shorter form platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and we got more views. But YouTube has noticed that that's what people like. They like the shorter form. They like 15 seconds. They like 30 seconds before they'll watch a 5-minute, a 10-minute, an hour long something on YouTube. So when we got to Shorts right now with YouTube Shorts, the demand for views is so much higher than the actual supply of Shorts. So we said, we need to get in this. And everybody knows that YouTube, if somebody follows you on YouTube, they're a better qualified lead from online because they have to actually click you.
Right.
So where TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, it's a feed where they're just throwing it in front of you. But these people are actually, they click you. So that's why we liked YouTube and to do it and to make it grow.
And, Instagram figured it out. And so did TikTok, that Reels and the short form video worked really well. So YouTube's like, man, we got to get on this and figure this out as well. So when they did, people like the short form to watch you to decide on if they want to watch you for longer form. So it's been a game changer for YouTube, and it's been and for us and for a lot of people as well.
Well, I mean, you figured it out, the demand. They figured out the demand.
Yeah.
But the supply has not caught up to the demand, because YouTube has 2.6 billion users. So there's only 8 billion in the world. So like it's, quarter of the population. So to do those, we set it up. Okay. So we started feeding them and then what to do. And so like we were talking about this yesterday, you can get 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views in a day if you're doing multiple videos, and YouTube likes you to do more than one video. They encourage it for you to do more than one video a day or more than one video a week.
What would be to get 4,000 views? What would be the approximate cost to do that? Zero. Okay.
You just got to edit it.
And you've tested all kinds of different, topics and ways of going about creating your videos. So it's for you. Did you just kind of self-learn this by trial and error? Which topics? It's everything, right? It's the background, it's the lighting. I mean, you've spent years really creating videos and perfecting this. Why don't more agents do this then?
That's a good question. So they don't find that it's worth their time. And it's really, especially these next couple of years are going to be rough, right? You have got to be different than everybody else. So not a lot of realtors are doing this because they don't know what to create the content on. Before it was, I don't look good on camera. I don't sound good on camera. now they know that it's important, but what kind of content do I need to create? What do I need to do? And they just don't take the time to do it. And if they did actually take the time to do it and put it onto all the platforms, because these are short forms, so you can put it on to Instagram and to TikTok and to other things, because the people that are buying the most homes right now, right, are your Gen Z and your millennials. And the thing is what they want to see are videos. So it's harder to get people on the phone, right, Craig?
Yeah, I think, the average age of a realtor is somewhere in the mid to late 50s. And, many realtors are still trying to do business the way we've been taught to do business for 20 or 30 years. So we have a situation where the clients are in their 30s and 40s, but most of the realtors are in their 50s and 60s. And the younger realtors, by the way, don't have any issue with this. I mean, this is what they do, right? So for agents that have been doing this for a long time, we have to understand that we need to learn how to communicate with prospects the way they want to be communicated, not the way it's always been taught. So many realtors watching this, maybe their life looks like this. I buy thousands of Zillow leads, and I call and call and call, and I get maybe I speak to 3 out of every 100, and then I try to convince the buyers and seller prospects to meet with me so I can show them what I do. Well, you don't need to meet with anybody to show them what you do today. You can just do this. Right now, the three of us are making a presentation. We're not together, and thousands of realtors are going to watch this. So I think that's kind of the mindset we all have to have, is the battle for what real estate agent the prospect's going to use. That battle is being made online. Okay. It's not like the old days where you had to meet with the buyer or seller at their kitchen table to tell them what you do. Kristen and Mark are doing that every single day and reaching the masses.
Let me just tell you a couple things there. So basically, I'll give you a perfect example. We were at an event last week. So people are so concerned about how many followers they have and that they need to worry about the followers. Well, over 90% of the people that watch your videos on any platform don't even follow you. It's not about the followers anymore. And then they're worried about all the engagement and everything else. Or do I get a closing directly through that? I'm just going to give you an example. Last week, and Mark saw it, and we were both really shocked. So we were at an event that we really didn't know very many people. In an hour and a half, I had 7 people come up to me because of my presence on the internet at some level, or knowing me through,
right.
And I didn't know not one of them. So I just can't tell you how important it is. You have to have that omnipresence. The thing is, Craig, all of this is free. Now, can you spend money on it? Can you monetize from it? Absolutely. But the things that we're talking about right now is completely free. Why aren't you doing it? And the big thing is to do it right. Okay. So you've got a 60-second short form video that you're putting on all the other platforms as reels, and then you're taking it and putting it on YouTube Shorts. The important thing to get a lot of views is going to be your title. Is very important. So
there's a few platforms. So like, we recommend using a few platforms. We use TubeBuddy for the titles, or vidIQ. You can get a free version. TubeBuddy, if you have less than 1,000 subscribers to your YouTube channel, you can upgrade to, it's $5 a month. They're just free. They're just good programs. And you put the title in there and it'll tell you if it's a good title or a bad title. Mm-hmm. It'll say, for SEO, for search purposes, for us to find it, like if it's green, it'll say it's 97 out of 100. If it's bad, it'll say it's 27 out of 100. And it tells you where you miss.
How many of you watching this, we're dropping some nuggets here. Let us know in the comments if this is something you're interested in doing. I mean, the price is $0. We want to break this down so more of you not only become interested in this, you actually do it. So let's go back to if this is so great and it costs $0 and it's not that difficult to do, what is holding back? They don't know about it, or there must be something holding back more realtors from actually doing this?
Because I find, especially because I coach for you, right, Craig? So I find that a lot of them literally don't see immediate, like, here's a lead. So they expect it to be different than what it is. So you have to expect that you're going to have omnipresence. And this is one part of the marketing that you're doing. And with this omnipresence, you will get repeat, you will get leads, you will get all the people that are watching you. When they Google you, they're gonna, your Facebook channel comes up or whatever, and they're gonna click on it. Trust me on this, because we know, because we've measured it and tested it. But because they aren't getting necessarily a direct lead right away, they feel it's not worth their time, which it's you have to be the face of it, and it is absolutely worth your time. I promise. Everybody that's consistent, they aren't consistent. So everybody that actually does it, that is consistent, it is worth your time, and you absolutely will make money from it.
Well, I mean, I get that. I understand realtors are stretched between all of this stuff they're supposed to be doing on social media. And we know a lot of what realtors are doing isn't working. Like I was talking to a realtor last week, and he was complaining about working 60, 70 hours a week, and he was selling 5 homes a year. I said, well, you should just stop doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
He goes, what do you mean? I go, it's not working. You sold 5 homes last year. Like, start over. But if you keep doing it, whatever you're doing, it is not producing results. Okay. So how long would I, quote, need to stick with this to start to see results?
I would do a minimum of 50 videos within, the first couple months. So a video a day. And that's, you don't have to record it every day. Do it once a week. Record 7 videos. It might take you an hour or 2. If you're spending, let's say, 4 hours a month on this, and you do it over the next couple months and get 50 videos going, and then you can figure out the people that are watching you, what they like, to make more videos, to decide on the direction and content that you want to do. And the content, Craig, isn't just about real estate. What are you passionate about? What's trending today? Okay. What's happening in our economy? So it's not just the business that you're in. There's 3, it's a flywheel of different things that you should be actually creating for your short form video. Okay.
I want to get some examples of that. So that's important to note. So you're not just talking exclusively about real estate. You're talking about things that people are interested either nationally or locally.
Yep.
And of course, the objective here, I mean, this makes sense, right? Like a buyer or seller, they can't call you, they can't do business with you if they don't know who you are. So the number one battle that real estate agents are fighting is obscurity.
Yep.
So the purpose here is Kritin and Mark want prospects in their marketplace to see them, to know them, to get to like, oh, I kind of like their personality. Oh, they know what they're doing, right? They seem to be experts in the field. And then once you use this education-based marketing, eventually, after they see you over and over again, they're calling you. And the big complaint, like you just said, Kritin, is agents are complaining that the prospects, the Zillow leads or whatever, the realtor leads, they're not picking up the phone. That's right. So what are we going to do about it? Let's get the buyers and sellers calling us. Since we all agree it's difficult to get them on the phone, let's not do it that way. Let's produce educational-based marketing about real estate, about what's going on in the economy, about what's going on locally. So give us some examples of some of yours, because I know you do some of them where you're like, after the fact, like, wow, that was a good one. We hit the ball out of the park on that one. Give us some of your best ones.
So, I mean, the best ones we do are why people are moving from New York to Florida, because we're in Florida.
Right.
It happens all the time. Or why people are moving here, why they're not, why they shouldn't. So we also do Airbnbs, like people do Airbnbs, and we do the ones of the benefits of owning an Airbnb, and then why you shouldn't rent from an Airbnb. So we'll do the contrast of it.
Right.
To get the attention. Because remember, what we're trying to do is get attention. And from attention, that leads to leads. And then from leads, that leads to appointments. From appointments, that leads to closings. From closings, that leads to referrals. And then we're back again. But we've got to get attention first.
And
I love how you play both sides of anything controversial.
Yeah.
Right. Here's the reasons to move to Florida. Here's the reasons not to move to Florida. And
And they love it. And you
Yeah.
want the interaction. So,
Yeah.
half the people probably aren't going to like what you say. And that's good because that brings more attention to your videos and then they push them out more. But the other thing is like some of your reports, really, really good. Like your divorce.
Divorce is big right
Divorce
now.
is anybody who does the divorce report that you offer. I've seen all the ones that we, do the editing and stuff of the video, hit it out of the park. There's several of like in empty nesters, but they don't call it empty nesters because people don't know what that is necessarily. That one does well. Inspection report. So there's a lot of different ones like that. And then locally, like HOAs, because we have homeowners associations, a lot of them here. And when I talked about, can you write it off? I got 20,000 views on that one, just on one platform.
Right.
So, and then look what's trending, when things are trending and a little bit controversial, sometimes those are good things to talk about. So the economy, the interest rates,
Inflation,
things like that are really good also to make videos on. And then the other one is, what do you love? Do you love to golf? Do you love to hike? Do you love to travel?
And why is that important? So is it because you're passionate about that, or you just want people to know a bit more about you other than you're a real estate agent?
So here's a perfect example. So the logarithms are picking up what it is you do. So Kristen, a guy from Alaska who was a plumber, approached her and says, "Oh, I know who you are." And we're like, we're in Boca Raton, Florida. Like you can't get much further apart.
Right.
And so we started talking to him, and he has foster kids.
Yeah.
And we donate to a foster to help with group homes, et cetera, for learning. That's one of our things. We've done videos on that. So Google picks that up. And I talked to him a little bit more, and he's very big on Google and local service ads, but for plumbers. And then after talking to him for like 30 minutes, and he goes, and I've been looking to move to Florida.
Yeah.
So YouTube knew that.
Yeah.
Based on his searches,
That's amazing. Yeah.
And he put it, and then we met him in Las Vegas, which was,
and I
like,
walked into him, and he's like, I know you. and the thing is, it's like I'm going to tell you, for women love watching women who have kids. What have they done? If they're going through even issues, even marital issues, and they put just different things, they connect with them. Your faith, some people like it when you talk about, if you have a real high faith. So anyways, it is because they get to know you at a different level. That's the bottom.
And they're smart. And the artificial intelligence is so smart that it's just connecting them. Oh, you want Florida, you're interested in this, you're interested in this. It's taking the steps to it, and then it's putting it in front of you. And so that's why.
So for example, if they have, if they're moving to Florida and they're talking and they have kids or whatever, they're showing them people that have that information. So it's picking up on everything that you're doing.
The algorithms are smart. Okay. So let's talk. Okay. So you've convinced me. I'm a realtor watching this. I'm like, okay, this is a good idea. $0. I have that. I want to do this. So what do I need fancy equipment? I know you guys block off times to do it, right? Let's talk about the importance of like just knocking it out.
Yeah. So we recommend batching. So where you just do like 7 videos, 10 videos, 5 videos, where you do a bunch of them just in a day. So you're going to block an hour on a Saturday morning, whatever your time is.
And where are you doing these? Different locations, or in your house, or where do you do the videos?
Where you're comfortable. So we always start in that. We start in the house. Now we do them everywhere. Like we'll be in the middle of a casino and we'll do a video.
Right.
And so, but you got to build up to that. Most people aren't going to start that way.
Right.
So you start in either your kitchen. Kitchens are usually good backdrops. You start in, that's just where people are comfortable. So you start probably in your kitchens, where most people will start.
And are you just using your phone, or what do you?
So phone, and then we have ring lights, and then we just bought little microphones that we're still learning how to use.
Right.
So we don't use that
We don't
yet.
use that yet.
But in a portable tripod, you can just get on Amazon for like 20 or 30 bucks. So you can carry the tripod with you and just put it in your purse or whatever, or your bag, and you just carry it with you wherever you go. So it's just a phone, a tripod, are really the only two things that you have to have. And then you can get a ring light for $20. So the whole thing, obviously you already have a phone, so it costs you $20 to equipment to get it going.
So there really is no reason
No.
not to do this.
Right.
Nobody can say, oh, well, it costs a lot of money, or even it costs a lot of time. And if you're still feeling a little bit anxious about doing video, the best way to fix that is just start doing video.
Yep.
That's how you fix it.
And then the background. So one of the things is it's important that you do when you're picking it, that you do choose a decent background and have something moving about every 3 seconds. So like a TV in the background, or you're moving your hands every 3 seconds, you're moving something, or because that's what keeps people's attention. So if we have like, at our Sebring home, we have like lights. So we flash the lights on. We also have a TV in the background that we put on, with, I don't know.
Fish.
Fish, moving, aquarium. So remember, every 3 seconds, you want something different moving, because that's what keeps the attention of the people. And today, it's really hard to keep the attention even for 60 seconds. So you want something moving, or you want to be bringing something into it.
Okay, first of all, you know what something that made me smile is when you referred to your Sebring home. So I love that. I love that they're so successful now. It's like, oh, we've got this home and that home. Yeah, well, sometimes we go to our Sebring home. So that's amazing. When you look at Kritin's background, and she started with me and she was a part-time waitress who knew nobody in the state of Florida. Now, you guys have very different personalities, right? But you both, because some people might say, oh, well, Kritin, she's an extrovert. But Mark, your personality is completely different. And it drives Kritin crazy sometimes, because you're gonna have a totally different audience, and you'll some of your videos do better.
Yeah. So we'll do sometimes the same video of wherever it is. Like it's basically the same video. We obviously have different whatever. And then hers will get a couple hundred views and mine will get thousands of views.
And Kritin, it used to drive you crazy because you would practice and prepare, right? You'd have notes. You'd do it 4 or 5 times. Okay, we're going to go live. Mark would just get his phone and go blah, 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 blah. And you get a much better response.
So we're both competitive. So yeah. I used to do the videos, and then we took like a video course to help right. edit videos properly and things like that. So when we did, he's like, have Mark do some videos. So then Mark did, and he just took off. And I'm like, what in the world? Maybe, and his were actually doing better than mine. And then I learned kind of like, because like for me, I am loud. And so on stage, it's okay. But maybe in video, just the passion is good, but maybe just tone it down a little bit. Right. So you're going to have to kind of test what you need to do and what works the best in your videos. So once I did that and I wasn't talking more at people, my videos started doing a lot better. So that just takes time, but just get out there and do it. That's all I can tell you, is just do it. Get 50 videos out there, and you will start seeing, and you're going to start hearing people say, oh my gosh, I saw, even though that they aren't interacting with your videos, or they might not be liking, because I went and I looked at all these 7 people, and this is just one incident is what I'm talking about. Right. And I went and looked, they didn't like it, they didn't engage in it, and they all approached me. Me and Mark were just like, whoa, this is crazy. See how well this works.
We have some PowerPoint slides that we're going to share here in a minute, but before we do that, Faith, could you share Mark and Kritin's YouTube channel, because this is what I want everyone to do here today. Just start following them on YouTube. Just turn on notifications, ring the bell, start to follow them. If you want to know what they're doing, the easiest way is just go to their YouTube channel and watch what they're doing, and you'll start to get it. And then you got to think to yourself, okay, doesn't cost any money. A couple of years ago, you weren't doing any of this. So look at how good they've become in a couple of years. So let's have a look at, we're going to go to look at YouTube and check it out. Look, you're cranking out content every single day.
Yeah.
At least 2, our goal is at least 3 a day.
Yeah. But it was just a couple a week. You know what I mean? So it don't think you have to crank out on YouTube Shorts, just doing 3 a week. So, just start with 3 or 4 a week, then really go, and you really want to get your first 50 out there. But if you can get to 1 a day, that's even better. and then you're going to start to see what people like that you can create more of. But if you see here, some people relate to me and some people relate to Mark. Some videos we thought are going to do really, really well, and some that we didn't think would do well did better. Then you just post it again. So it might, like, there's a video maybe that didn't do as well, and then we posted it again, and then it did really well. So you just got to play around. And if you're a single agent, trust me, it does not take that long to post your own videos and such. If you have a marketing person, have them do it, and they'll look at the different ones that are doing better than others.
Let's scroll up to the top. There's the subscribe button. Okay, Faith was circling that with the mouse. So that's what I want everyone to do. I want you to start following Mark and Kritin Stampini so you can figure it out. You can watch what they're doing, and you're going to get some really good ideas just by watching what they do. And the nice thing is you can see the views below. So you're getting that feedback every time you do a video, like, oh, okay, well, this one I'm pleasantly surprised. This one actually did better than I thought, or this one I'm disappointed. I mean, I thought it would do better. And you learn from that. You notice all different backgrounds, different topics, and yeah, they're playing off each other's personality. There may be a certain topic where when Mark does it, it works better than when Kritin does it, or the other way around. But great teamwork on this. And it's just, they've realized, Kritin and Mark have realized, this is their biggest rainmaker activity, is we create content that people want to see, and the more people that see them, get to know them and like them, and boom, they're getting, you don't have to worry about how do I get a hold of the buyers and sellers. No. The buyers and sellers are calling Mark and Kritin when they're ready to buy or sell. Yeah. All right, let's go to some of these PowerPoint slides that you want to share here. And we want everyone to understand how to do this and have the confidence to do it. And let us know in the comments below if this is making sense. Okay, let us know in the comments below if this is the type of content that you would like to learn. You want to know from agents that are successfully doing these things, not from people that read about it in a book. Too many times we have, quote, experts that aren't experts at all. They're not successfully doing it. We're going to share with you now some important information, but let us know in the comments below what you think of today's session. Okay. And if you want more of this content, well, think of some of the other topics that we could that we could be talking about here. I mean, you were forced to pick one, but we have like a dozen other really good topics that we could do. We could do some more training on.
Yeah, I mean, we're really good with like Google Business Profile, local service ads, any type of Instagram Reels, videos, what you should be doing, anything that has to do with any of those topics, social media and things. And I mean, those are things that we're really good at. I mean, in Cancun, I'm going to be talking more about YouTube. That's what Todd is having me talk about. So, I mean, there's a lot out there to do.
Yeah, for those of you that are coming to Cancun, it's my birthday party there. But yes, it is my birthday. But seriously, it's our Your Home Sold guaranteed realty brokerage. Big meeting there. We probably have 300 or 400 of our top Craig Proctor members there. And this is who presents at the Craig Proctor conferences, is agents that are making millions of dollars successfully doing the things that you want to do. So nothing gets lost in translation. You're hearing directly from the millionaire agents that are doing these things. All right, let's go over to those PowerPoint slides and share with us what you've got here.
Oh, Faith, do you have? Yeah.
Okay, how to optimize YouTube.
Yep. So we just wanted to show you guys this. Basically, you got to drop it in there, and if it's filmed vertically, it'll automatically put it in shorts for you, so you don't even have to worry about any of that. It's very simple. Upload it. Go to the next one. You want to do the title. So this is where we talked about with vidIQ or TubeBuddy to give you some help. And then that's how you do it. As you go in there, you upload it, you type the title in and see how it says 97. That's excellent. You can see the search volume. You can see the competition. Like, this is obviously you want to be in the greener, the better, as close to 100 as possible. And sometimes you have to play with it based on what it is.
this is such a good tool that if you are not using TubeBuddy or vidIQ, you need to go and use this because it helps you with, and because we can look at other people's stuff on YouTube. 90% of the people don't use it. This is giving you free SEO and is allowing your videos to be seen to more people because of your titles and because of all the search volume and everything else here.
Yeah, like why guess? Just use this.
Yeah.
And do you usually pick great words right away, or do you have to experiment?
So I've gotten better. So it's just like anything, the more you do it. So now I can rattle it off pretty good and I have a good idea. But in the beginning, it's like I do 5 or 6 and then I figure out what they don't like and then boom. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So, but it's so quick because sometimes you can change a word. You can do this. It's not like I'm changing the whole title and making it work.
Hey, if you guys, if everyone watching this wants more training on this, book a call with me. You can go to proctorcall.com. So my name, it's right here, proctorcall.com, no space, proctorcall.com. And you can book a free breakthrough call. Basically, we talk about your business and how we can help you. And you can decide whether you think Craig Proctor coaching would be a good fit for you or not. So it is a free way for us to kind of do a diagnostics on your business, ask you a bunch of questions about what you're doing, why you're doing it that way, and what we do here at Craig Proctor Coaching. But you can see Kritin and Mark came basically, would it be fair to say you came from nothing to huge success? Okay. And because they have that fire inside them, they've got that spark. And I know many of you are, if you're still watching this right now, that means you're a motivated realtor. Okay. Most realtors, they would complain about their situation, but they don't do anything to fix it. So watching this type of content, make sure that you, on my channel here, if you're watching this on YouTube, that you subscribe, okay? Ring the bell. Make sure that you follow me on social media and you follow Mark and Kritin, and you're going to learn a lot, okay? And we can introduce you to hundreds, really thousands of other agents that are doing what we're doing. As Kritin mentioned, she's a Craig Proctor coach. So Kristen's been a coach, a Craig Proctor coach for over 10 years. She's coached hundreds and hundreds of real estate agents from all over the United States and Canada. And imagine having someone like Kritin and Mark working with you, looking at your business, holding your hand, explaining it all to you. That's what we do here. So if this interests you, go to proctorcall.com. You'll see my acuity day timer. You book a time and a day that works for you. All good things start with a conversation. Like, it's crazy how we met, because at the beginning, Kritin says, well, Craig, I met you because I went to a Keller Williams conference. Now, I'll tell you why that's kind of unusual, because I was the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world. And Gary Keller asked me to speak at a Keller Williams conference. So, how does that work, right? I'm the top RE/MAX guy. I'm like the enemy of Keller Williams, but that's how it worked. And I started doing training while I was still at RE/MAX with Keller Williams. And that's how Kritin and I met. So how are you meeting us today? Let us know in the comments. How are you meeting us? Okay. Maybe you follow Kritin and Mark, and that's how you're watching this here today. Maybe, you've seen me and you've heard my stuff and you're wondering what it's all about. And you're wondering about maybe the quality of the agents inside the Craig Proctor world. Let's quickly talk about that. A big benefit of being part of this isn't just Craig or Todd, it's the agents. Talk a little bit about the friendships and relationships that you've made inside of Craig Proctor Coaching and how impactful that's been to your life.
Oh yeah, hundreds and hundreds of people. And, especially when the impact, just Sunday, just a couple of days ago, we went to lunch with, Tracy and Chris King. We're always meeting and going to conferences and getting together, sharing things. A lot of people are afraid to share. I remember I was with Keller Williams and RE/MAX, and I was one of the top agents, if not the top, in both of them at times. And basically nobody's sharing their marketing. Nobody's sharing what they're doing. Everybody's hiding everything. They'll share certain things, but it certainly is not marketing. We share marketing, and like being a part of and owning a Your Home Sold Guaranteed realty. We have like one agent, when he came 3 years ago, he was doing terrible. He was upside down on, and now he's making about 500,000. And that's because we're sharing with each other all of our marketing and the things that we're doing. So that's the wonderful thing about the Craig Proctor people and all of our friends that we've met, lifelong friends, is that we share everything that we're doing with each other, including marketing, even if it's local. There's enough for all of us. We'll just take we'll just take our share and we'll just take more of it.
Well said. You know, we live in abundance, and when you're not doing well, and I've certainly been in that position, you know, you guys know my story. When I started, I struggled. Kristen struggled. Mark, of course, was just a genius and didn't struggle at all. But, I mean, for the rest of us, you know, when we start off and if things aren't going well, and maybe I'm speaking to some of you right now where, you know, your business isn't working as well as you're hoping. What we believe when we're really struggling is, oh my God, there must not be much business out there because it's so damn hard for me to get it. There must be, you know, a limited amount of business. And then when you realize, once you figure out marketing, we live in such abundance. There's so much business out there. Like, to think that I could sell 600 homes a year when I was struggling to sell 6 homes a year in the beginning. And you actually work less the more successful you become, because you've got automated systems, you got people in place, and eventually you've got a real business. And here's the other thing that's really cool about this. When we start in real estate and we have no money, of course, our focus is on us and like, I need to make some money. But once you get to a certain point where your financial, you know, requirements are met, you can start to focus on giving back to other people and helping other people. And think of all the lives that Kristen and Mark, that you've impacted. Okay, first of all, you changed your lives, right? But then all the people that work for you and all the customers that you've helped, and then all these different businesses. It's pretty amazing that we live in a country where we can go from zero to hero. And it's not that you didn't work, you put the work in, but there's the reward. I mean, there's people that want to be successful and they talk a good game, but you know, they wouldn't cross the street to get success. I want to commend you because you had that spark, you applied to yourself, and it's so amazing to see the wealth that you've created in all these different businesses, and just the confidence you've kind of, like, I notice you guys grow as people because, you know, you're confident now. I mean, your attitude is really, there's nothing I can't do at this point. And you've got a good reason to believe that because you've done so well. You've been able to take vacations. You've been able to spend time with the people that you love and you care about. That's, you know, the real thing that we all want. You know, it's not just, oh, how many homes did you sell or how much money? There's a bigger purpose here. It's, you know, we're only here for a short time. It's doing something that we love all day, and it doesn't feel like work when you get in that position. It doesn't feel like you're working. And then being able to, you know, go wherever you want to go, when you want to go there, with who you want. And it's great to see you on that side of things. And we're going to enjoy all this success in a few weeks in Cancun.
I can't wait. And it's your birthday, so we're going to celebrate.
Birthday party on the beach in Cancun. So we're going to wrap it up here. I want to get some final remarks from Kristen and Mark before we do. But again, for those of you watching us, give us your comments. Share what you liked, what you learned from this. Any way we can help you at all, just, you know, let us know in the comments. We appreciate your time watching this. If you want to email me, by the way, my email is easy. It's craig@craigproctor.com. That's how you can reach me. We'll make sure that we put Mark and Kristen's contact information in the comments below as well. So if you want to reach out and speak to them, and maybe you're a realtor in Boca Raton and you're like, damn, I've seen these guys all over the place. Just join up with them. Don't fight this, folks. You don't have to learn it. Honestly, if you're a real estate agent in Boca Raton, you could just join, create a partnership with them. They do all the marketing for you. You would literally just have buyer appointments and listing appointments to go to. That's it. They take care of the training, the coaching you. You should check into it. Don't be skeptical. Don't be a naysayer. They are winning at this, and there's something to learn. Again, you're watching this right now. You're still here for very good reason. You know this works, and it can work for you. So final remarks. Let's go over to Kritin first, then we'll go to Mark before we wrap up our interview today.
So one thing is the market is going to be, challenging in the next couple of years, I feel. You need to do everything you can to be different. Videos are still new. So you have so much opportunity to get into videos. Remember, it's free. And it just takes a little bit of your time. You will absolutely see the results if you're consistent and your face is in the videos. It's not, just stock videos. You can use these videos for text messages and use the videos for retargeting on Facebook, putting them in emails to past clients, potential buyers, potential sellers. You have multiple places. I think we came up one time with 60 different things that you can do with videos, and YouTube Shorts being a wonderful place to utilize the videos as well. Do it now, don't wait, because you will definitely, if you take the time to do it, you will see the results from it.
Well, there you have it, folks. Let's go over to Mark. Mark, what do you want to say to everybody here to wrap up our session?
The best thing about the second video you do is it's going to be better than your first. And it's the same thing. So you've just got to just get punched in the face on the first one and just keep going.
Yeah, you'll find your voice. Like if you're worried about it, what you can do is just take your phone and record, do 5 versions of it. And I promise you number 5 will be better than number 1. And, here's the crazy thing about this. Agents are also, I don't like the way I look. I look old. I look fat. And I remind agents, well, you know what? When you show up at the listing appointment, that's what they see. You're just seeing what the seller or the buyer have been seeing for years. And about, I got to have it perfect. Actually, if you stumble and you stutter a little bit, it's actually better because that's how people talk. Like the example I give is, you wouldn't walk into a seller's house and, you get halfway through your listing appointment and you stutter or you say something wrong. You wouldn't say to the seller, oh, hang on, I blew it. Let me go to the front door again and start over again. You wouldn't do that, right? So just be okay with it's not going to be perfect, okay? This is about progress, right? Perfection is the enemy of progress. So just get out there, get doing it. And if you watch, if you sign up to Mark and Kritin's YouTube channel, you'll see how they got better. Look at the earlier ones and then look at over time, they got better, they got more confident, they got natural. It's no different now for you guys. It's no different than actually just talking to somebody now. You're just actually, the camera is a person that you're talking to. That's right. That's right. Okay, so this was an awesome interview, and I want to get you guys back for another topic. So we'll pick another topic that everybody wants to hear about, something that you guys are awesome at, and we'll do this again. Again, comments below, everybody. Let us know what you thought, any questions you have. You can book a call with me at proctorcall.com. You can email me. My personal email address is craig@craigproctor.com. In the comments below, we're going to drop Kritin and Mark's contact information, but go follow them on social media. You'll learn a lot. Mark and Kritin, I want to thank you so much for doing this today, and we'll talk to you all soon. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. Thank you. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are 2 important things, and both are totally free. Number 1 is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're going to see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube,
It's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's going to let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.